What time is it?
It's big slappy time.
Hola, we are in Mexico. Not us. We're not in Mexico,
No.
but we've made it out of the pods and
into the bods.
into the Mexican resort.
Where we can see the bods. Love is blind no longer.
No, we could always see the bods, though, I want to say.
We could.
In their bathing
I like to
suits.
watch with my eyes closed for the first few eps. And I like to picture. I like to be
That's
there with
true.
them in the pod so I can empathize.
Murph goes into his sensory deprivation.
I go into a tank,
which
yes.
is just an old trunk we got at an estate sale.
Yes, I
And
climb in.
You curl up in there,
Yep.
and I just pipe in a little tube of Love is Blind audio.
That's right. And I just make judgments on people based on what they say, not what they look like. And the experiment.
Wow.
Yeah. The experiment turns out, they've run it a few times, but there's always, I feel like as it gets further along, people are more willing to just take a peek once they have agreed to get married. They see the person and they just go, no. And there's different ways to go about that.
Yeah.
On this season, we had a guy who just decided to say, I'm going to gaslight and go like full demented. I'm going to get so hammered and just have delusions.
But she's giving him a pass, which is kind of funny. She's giving him enough rope to hang himself.
Well, or, she's just like, I'm sad and I'll take what I can get, even if it's clearly someone
everyone
being like,
on
I
this
don't
show
like you
is
physically.
sad. We're all sad.
Sad.
I'd like to apologize for the listeners. Yes, I sound nasal. Yes, I have my 4,000th cold of this season. That's life.
That's what we're at. That's
Deal
what we
with it.
do here. We get sick these days.
Also, this is our second start because we looked up after a very strong start and we were not recording.
No.
Mercury's supposedly out of retrograde.
I was going to ask.
Well, there's a shadow period. You don't know about the shadow?
I know about the shadow app. What about the shadow period for Mercury retrograde?
So it's not just an on-off switch. We're coming out of Mercury
that makes
retrograde.
more sense. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Well, it does, because, there's no on-off switch when it comes to the universe, when it comes to the alignment of the...
Isn't there?
The big bong.
The big bong. You hit that hard enough. Lights out.
What do you think would happen to you and I if we
UNITY?
did a big bong? I also never speak this way, but I'm speaking this way because I'm setting us up for a massive bong rip.
If you and I took a big bong rip?
3-foot tuber, we just went let's say we put a little ice in there, something to aid a little, but taking a bong rip of that, I just remember taking massive rips.
Oh, no, in college or even in high school, you would have 30 bong hits. And
yes.
that right now, if I took one, I'd probably just not be able to walk.
Well, I think, yes.
My tolerance is not good. And I have that
the physical,
thing,
too.
I have that thing probably from COVID where if I just stand up too quickly, cold, sober, I black out.
Yes, part of long COVID is diminished bong
I don't know
rips,
if that was having a kid or COVID. It's a little bit of roulette in middle age.
And mid-age, because we're on the long side, the long arm of the barn.
The wrong side of 40, yeah.
And so there's that mixed with all of the COVID, mixed with having a child.
Mixed with having a poor lifestyle in terms of health.
With this, yes.
And now we're taking massive bong rips.
And I meant even just physically, because mentally now,
Mentally,
flour's
I'd be
up
fine.
to 80%.
No, I'd be fine.
You'd be fine.
I operate
physically,
in a state of mild psychosis at all times.
That's right.
I think I'd be fine with that.
I agree. I think we could handle it mentally. But I think physically we'd crumble.
Physically, I'd be hospitalized.
Knife hits were fun. Those are less it's more intense smoke because it's the kind of smoke that doesn't come from an open flame. So it's heavy smoke.
Huffing a fire.
Yes.
You're at the fire pit.
It's like huffing the embers of a weed fire.
I mean, I guess that's just smoking weed, though. But I know what you mean. It's not filtering through anything.
I think my understanding is that it's the reason we would do those. What I was told by the chemists, around
by
the
chemist, you
campfire.
mean the guy who's 1 year older?
Yes.
And explaining?
Yeah, the guy's brother who's like, yo, I'm going to cut up this 2-liter soda. Let's get these knife hits going.
Oh, you did the soda bottle. We literally would go.
What did you use?
Like we would just suck
above them?
smoke off the knife.
See, we would fill up a chamber. So
we
you
did
get
that
it.
with some stuff. We did that with water bongs when you would make your own and
Yes,
you'd have
yes.
them in the water like that.
The gravity bong, yes.
Gravity bong, yeah.
Gravitas.
We also would do the stuff where we'd like carve an apple or like.
See, I knew that was a thing, but that felt more like a quaint, like 70s.
Well,
like, I
yeah,
remember
like
the
you
old
don't have a
heads talking
pipe.
about that.
You don't have a pipe, and you carve up
Right,
an apple.
you carve out an apple.
And then your parents like, "What are you doing in there?" And you're like, "Nothing," and you eat the apple.
They're like, eat that apple if it's nothing.
Yeah.
You just eat the apple and do the knife hit. Yeah, I think knife hits were good because the open flame would burn off some of the THC. So just the warm knives, like the heated knives, would, it would smelt it almost.
Oh.
It'd be a smelting of sorts for the
Sean Penn
for
would
the
pop
bud on the
out.
thing.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Okay, cool.
Well,
let's try to get our hands on a bong and then report back to people.
we'll finish out Love is Blind with some bong rips. Now you've seen more of this program than I have. Is it? Am I wrong in saying that it didn't used to be? People didn't immediately bail on the like, I don't like the way you look, which again we've talked about.
You can
fine.
always tell. You can always tell.
You're on the show.
There's some tells. There's a desperate thing people do where they're either nervous that they're not being approved of.
Right.
Or they're like scared that they don't really like the other person where they just start kissing too much.
Oh, you're talking about the immediate when they first
when they
immediately
first
see each
reveal,
other.
they're just like, oh my God, and they just start like sucking on
There's
each
an
other
awkward
because they
suckle.
don't want to stand back and take a look. And that's always really awkward. And then there's other times where you just tell one of them isn't into it, and then the other one kind of knows. And instead of like,
But now they go to weird.
using that knowledge,
Yeah.
they just go, "Do you like it? Are you happy?" And it's like so pathetic. But that's why we all watch. Sadly,
It is. It really is. We watch for that brutality. We watch for people that come up with the most outrageous excuses.
That
Because this go
carnage.
around, it was
that woman bailed pretty quickly
yes.
on the
On the Asian
Patrick.
dude, yes.
Yeah. What was her name? Patrick and
Mm,
I don't know. She looks like a melted
she was
Barbie.
white woman number 3.
Yeah. Yeah, but then she said to the camera, "I don't think I'm going to be able to get there attraction-wise."
Yes.
And then to him, she straddled him.
And started crying.
And like licking, his neck. So
She was licking him and sobbing and being like, "I'm sorry. I can't believe it has to be this way." And he's like, "Wait, so you don't like Cabo or where were they going?"
I don't know.
Wherever it was.
Mexico. He was like, it was great though.
You don't
Because
like
he's
Baja?
like, "No, I'm pretty confident I'm going to see her in Denver and we're probably going to marry." And she was like, "I hope I never see that person again."
And he's like, "One thing I definitely know is it's not the looks thing." And you're like, well, you had all these conversations. The only thing that has changed
Is
from
she's
I'll
seen
marry
you.
you to now to I'm walking out the door
I
is
do
that
think
she's
that
seen you.
I do think that though that came from a producer saying, "Do you think it's the looks
Of
thing?"
course.
And she was not being honest with him.
No, she was-
when she was whispering sweet nothings through her
she's like, "It's not
snot.
about the looks."
Yeah, I think she was like, "You're so handsome." Yeah, so I think I just feel like, I mean, he's a pud.
No,
They're
he
all
is. He
just
might
like-
be, from what I've seen,
Yeah.
perhaps the dumbest person ever on that show.
He's just not playing it very well. Like
No.
when the producer said, "What do you like about her?" when he was interested in the blonde woman number 2,
Mm-hmm.
the other one with the jugs, and he was like,
Blonde woman number 2
I
with
just
the
can't.
jugs.
I don't know right now. Like it was
Yes.
like, "Oh, woof! You just need a ring on your finger, but you don't really
You don't really care where or how.
who or what."
Yeah, it's
Anyway, spoiler.
spoilers.
I also don't want this to become like a reality
Love is,
TV
but no, but we did just
pod.
watch. We did just watch a little more of it last night, so
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. We don't want to spoil any films that we've seen because reality TV is like, this has been out, and it's
Right.
also like you don't watch to know. Like, I don't think people care who does what. It's like you just want to see the
Right.
grime and the grit and the cringe, you know?
Yeah, it was pretty hard to watch.
Yeah. Who
The meetup is always funny when they all get drunk and they're like, "Oh, that's what you look like." Like the couples interact
Yes,
for the
yes.
first
Well,
time.
that's always the first like fire. You know that's going to be, if you can make it through that night, that opening night, you're probably in good shape. But most people don't. Most people don't make it past that.
Well, They were just really drunk.
I mean, they make it, but yes. Also, people were getting very drunk for various reasons.
Yeah. Well, that's
either they don't like their person physically, or
they know their person doesn't like them physically,
yes.
or they're like a dad who hasn't been out partying in like a couple of years.
That's right.
That's the vibe I got from what's his face
from Jordan, was it?
He looks like a Kennedy. He's like chromosomally a Kennedy.
Kennedy.
One of the weird, like a cousin.
Yeah, he looks like
There's
one of the off cousins.
Yeah,
right.
Something with him.
Yeah, I could see that. It's in the teeth. It's all like the Kennedys have like an extra row of teeth. They're like
they do.
They're like a shark, or like what's his name in Coneheads. Yes, our kid loves that scene when in Coneheads when he goes to the dentist. Lovitz is the dentist. And he's getting his teeth, and he keeps like open wide.
Yeah. Oh, and Aykroyd has like an extra
multiple rows of teeth. Yeah, that's basically like the Kennedys.
Interesting. See, I think they just have like one or two extra teeth on the top row.
Right.
And their teeth are maybe like squares. I don't know.
They have like perfectly rectangular.
There's something.
A little buck. They're like a little British, and then there's
they're
one
Irish,
extra.
Technically.
Sure. I meant their teeth are a little British, which is a heinous.
A little bit British, a little bit rock and roll.
One extra, yeah.
We're objectifying. I'm sorry, listeners. If you're famous and you're rich, we're going to talk shit about you.
We are. Sorry, Kennedys. You've been on.
Haven't they been through enough?
I mean, Teddy, the legacy of Ted.
Well, the new one.
All he did was drown a woman.
Did you see the piece? What's her face?
Whose?
Caroline's daughter just got diagnosed with terminal cancer, and she's like 35 and has a kid. And
she
wrote an essay. No, it's awful. The Kennedys have a long line of just tragedy.
Cursed.
Yeah, cursed.
Yeah, 2 of them were killed by their own governments.
Yeah.
It's a difficult line of work. One of them was in the most fun conspiratorial is Junior.
In the plane?
Is JFK Jr. in the helicopter.
Right.
Right. Well, there's just a lot of conspiracy surrounding.
No, the fun one
the
is
return of
what's his face in the fucking in the lake.
Well, Teddy in Chappaquiddick. Chappaquiddick, is that right?
Yeah, literally just like drowned his date.
Drowned a date in the lake. And then they
in the lake.
And then I think he like went back to the house, and they were like, all right, Teddy. He was like crying, and they were like,
and they
listen,
found
you
out
schlub. Yeah, they're like, let's get it together.
Well, they were like, we could have saved her. There was like an air pocket, but you like ran away and sobered up.
That's right. I mean,
the Kennedys, what hath they wrought?
What hath they wrought?
We were just
JFK, the greatest presidential song from Brad Neely. Papa JFK.
Oh. One man.
One's died. Did you know that he could read out our minds? That's all we can do before we're dinged for.
That's a great song. Brad Neely.
Okay,
so anyway, I have some Inarada. You want to do that?
Wait, Inarada Davida, yes.
I was looking that up, and I think in errata technically is like in error. Like, I think that's correct, but everyone else just calls it an errata sheet, and it's the list of errors in a published work.
Okay.
So we can call it just errata if we want.
What about Davida? Inarada Davido.
Inarada Davida. Is that like the error of life?
I don't know what Inagata Davida means.
I think Davida is of life.
No, it means to me. Of life. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Is that a song?
Bora Vida,
you were singing
yes.
that last time.
Yes, of course. Iron Butterfly.
Okay. I need to see the spelling, and then I can tell you what it means.
You'll translate for us. Thank you.
Okay, we're in Agata Davida. I don't know what Gata is, but Davida is of life, obviously.
Yes, clearly.
I wonder what that means.
Inarata Davida.
Okay, that's what we'll call this segment. You heard it here first.
It's a segment. It's officially a segment. What do we got?
Okay, so I got a pretty perturbed textual from a friend, Allison
about last
Monty.
week's ep.
Yeah, and she wrote, "Hello, the newlyweds." That's what it's called. The Jessica Simpson.
Oh,
Nick
yes,
Lachey
of course. Lachey
program.
What did I say? I said the honeymooners.
Yeah, that's close.
Close.
Yeah, it is.
Close. I mean, that's
I couldn't for the life of me think of anything.
The Cramdens.
My voice is
to
so
the moon, Alice.
nasal. I should have taken a Sudafed.
No Suda for you today?
No Suda for you to? In la Suda la vida, baby.
honey.
I don't, I should have. Yeah. Can we pause and I can go get one?
I mean, you'll have to bump it for it to affect you.
Right.
But go ahead. Yeah, let's pause.
No, it's cool. I just hear it and it sounds bad.
No, you sound husky and lovely.
Husky and lovely. Okay. I wrote weekend update anchors because I was going to look them up, but I didn't.
All right, so for next week's Inarata de Vita,
yeah,
we'll punt that one down the road.
Okay, this is not.
There was one we did miss though that I thought of. That I was like, oh, of course we missed.
Oh, like a dynamic duo? Who were they?
It wasn't a duo. Well, I mean, Che and Jost might be the longest running somehow. I mean, because they're still going.
Yeah, I was at a bar or something and they were playing it and I was like, oh my God, Michael Che is still.
Still. Yes.
Remember his half hour?
I mean,
that
exceptional.
was so funny. He's a great stand-up.
He needs to do more stand-up.
Yeah. We went to that live in Boston.
Yes.
Remember?
Yeah, we were at that taping. That was his Comedy Central half hour. That was like right when he
really
was
good.
ascending.
Yeah. Well, I mean, SNL's a pretty good gig.
Sure, it's
Why
a gig.
leave?
It's a gig. No, it was a soloist, but I can't even remember now. It doesn't.
A solo? Wasn't Nealon? Chevy?
No, we said Chev.
Oh, sorry.
Anyhow.
I just got so excited.
Chevy?
Chevy?
No one's ever been that excited to
talk about
say
Chevy
Chevy's
Chase.
name.
Do you know that Chevy Chase was almost in Steely Dan?
That makes sense.
He was in a band, and then
wish
he was
he
like,
were.
"This band isn't going anywhere. I'm going to go be an actor." And then they changed their name to Steely Dan.
This is absurd.
I think I might be mixing up either the famous person or the band here. So this might be an errata Davida for next week.
Where neither are correct.
Yeah,
it's neither.
That is not
neither
correct.
Chevy nor Steely.
Oh, okay. This is again not an error. This is kind of a catch-all of a segment.
What's happening here?
Well, we talked about Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and I kind of feel like we don't need to do that again because we really went. So then I wanted to share that a line we say a lot from that film is, "I'll be your eyes tonight, old friend."
Yes, we do say that a lot.
So Murph has perfect eyesight. Mine is going by the wayside.
The best physical part of me is my eyeballs. Everything else falling to shit, but my eyes are great.
Yeah. It's like good bones, but your bones are your eyes.
That's right.
If you were a house. All right. So, and I used to have better than perfect
the windows
vision.
are the souls to the eyes of the house.
Good windows. Yeah, good bony windows. So I used to have better than perfect vision, and I took pride in that. And then all of a sudden it started going, and now it just
went.
So I was in that period where you don't really need glasses all the time, so then you don't have them when you do need them.
Right.
And Murph would always say,
"I'll be your eyes tonight, old friend."
That's right. And he would lead me down dark pathways or like grab the wheel of the car that I was driving into oncoming traffic.
Yes.
Very helpful.
Very helpful.
But now we just say that all the time.
Yeah.
So that's a window into the soul of our life.
That is one of the lines. We have a handful of those lines that we've compiled over the years, and that is one of them. That's a good one. Okay, moving on.
Okay, so another non-correction, but just something I wanted to say.
Note.
Do you remember how the Dems were like, we need the Joe Rogan of the left. We need the Joe Rogan of the left.
That was an obsession for a while.
Which you can't get because his appeal is that he's unfiltered and willing to be like a dopey idiot.
Well, he was somewhat apolitical for
a
while
long time,
in terms of
sucked everyone in. But I'm saying his appeal is the exact thing that the Dems would never let happen, which is somebody going
just
off
half
not just being made in a lab like Buttigieg style.
That's right.
So that was like very funny.
Very
that they were
funny.
like, we need that, and it's like, but they won't accept like dirtbag left, which is essentially that. You know,
there's also someone who used to talk about in the very early days of his pod. The only political stuff he would talk about is how he like was excited to vote for Obama. Like that was like as far as he went. And then he certainly was open. He had Bernie on, and he's had Bernie on, I think, another time.
A couple times, yeah.
But I'm just saying, every time he does, it's always, this is just how smooth.
He just agrees with anyone he's talking to.
For the most part,
the problem is that he mostly platforms just like total nightmares. And he sits there going, yeah, when they're talking about like head size. Like,
and he has, with his age and his
awful.
wealth, become pretty like right wing, like in terms of libertarian right wing. Yeah.
We can all agree that.
Anyhow.
But I just thought it was funny the Dems wanted that. So I was thinking, I couldn't be the leftist Rogan, but I could be the leftist Barbaro from the Daily because I was listening to the last episode and all I was doing was that. Everything you said, I was like, I do not listen to the Daily. I hate the New York Times. I hate the Daily. I'll say it. But you listen to everything.
I listen to all
because you don't need
across
sleep.
all spectrums.
You're like Margaret Thatcher. You need like 3 hours of sleep a night.
That's right. And like the Iron Lady, I'm up listening to pods.
You
until the late
consume
hours.
all media. She loved a pod.
She
Say
did.
what you will about austerity, but
She was a big Theo
supporter.
Vaughn. Yeah.
She loved Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, I listen to all of everything.
So
from the
I
cross.
then, through osmosis, end up hearing, because you blast that when you're in the shower, and
Yes.
through the walls, it's going,
You'll be like, is that Dennis Prager? And now it's Michael Barbaro.
Michael, that's his name. So I was thinking I could be the Michael Barbaro of the left.
I see that.
Pass it on.
I see that for you.
It's like when like senators tweet and they're like, this isn't right. Pass it on. And you're like, you're literally the only person who has
any
power.
Any power whatsoever, even pretend power.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's great. Yeah, you
God, I love our leaders.
Medicare for all. Yeah, you can Barbaro that shit.
Yeah.
You can Barbaro it from him and use it for
I'll
yourself.
Barbaro it. Oh, that's
Barbaro.
funny. I'll get out my wheel Barbaro and go get my and roll it back home.
Yes, please.
Okay, so these are not really errors. This could be another segment. So it's just like Diana's thoughts on
Yes. In case you missed it.
We're on a loop.
In case you missed what I heard when I listened back.
Yes, in case you missed what I heard.
There's
I like
catchy.
that.
That's catchy.
Okay, so I just want to say this again. I am the Barbaro of the left. I'm trying to get that to stick. This is my tagline. I can't do it. I'm too nasal.
I know. His cadence is.
Can you go cut ones from last week and put them in here?
I can.
Here, when you hear that snap, go put in. Good.
Just a run of hms.
Okay. Oh, again, we were gonna look. This is just stuff I meant.
Barbacoa.
I just realized Barbacoa.
Anyhow, keep going.
Oh, all of these are just things I wrote down to look up and didn't.
Yes.
So that I'm not even doing the errata thing.
Oh, now we've moved. Yeah. But that was related.
Errata, put your facts all over my body. That was a Madonna parody. Weird Al over here. I'm the Weird Al of the left. Okay. Because the other thing I wrote down was Romney and Obama half didn't vote. You had said that, and I was going to look it up, but then I didn't. It was a claim that you literally
that
said,
I made.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, it was one of the lowest. I mean, yeah, I'll look it up. I'll Google.
Oh,
I've
you're doing
always
it right
used to be
now.
Google fingers, and then I died out.
Why didn't? Yeah, remember I was like, we're stretching.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
So that was that was 2012, and
Romney and Obama election. You said, I believe half of those eligible did not vote in that election. This is us. Let us pray.
Let us proclaim.
Let us
pray.
Wait, will you sing that song?
Let us proclaim the mystery of faith. Christ has died. Christ has risen. Christ will come again.
Wow. I love that so much. I did not grow up in the church, and I really appreciate you singing that song.
Yes, St. Ignatius.
I feel like it's like in a minor key or something. There's something haunting about that melody.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of those Catholic
hymn?
bangers
Catholic
are like, it'd be
talking
old
about
men.
the Kennedys.
It'd be, yes, the old Catholic bangers. It'd be like, it'd be just old men who couldn't really sing, but could.
I think that's. Yeah, but there's something haunting about it. And I don't think the men were writing that. They were probably just taking credit for it, and their wives were writing it.
It's like a chant, though. It's like
Isn't that a hymnal? Or is that something?
No, the hymnal is the book.
What's a psalm?
That has all the songs in it.
What's a psalm?
A psalm?
Yeah. What's
psalm,
the difference
I believe,
between a psalm, a verse?
Oh boy.
You know what I mean?
Well, we'll
Let's-
correct this in next week's errata, but I think erotic fanfic. This is the psalm is a the psalm is I think just like a collection of
Steel Pulse, chant a psalm a day.
I think the Psalms are like something in the Bible. I don't honestly know. To tell
Okay,
you, the
you
truth.
really like took this authoritative
Authoritarian
position though, and you're like, oh, Psalm, and then you like withered into like, I don't know,
Yes.
it's in the Bible. That's what I'm asking because
No,
there's
I'm
a poem,
bringing 500
there's a poem, there's an
National Guardsmen
ode,
in
there's
here.
a verse, there's a psalm, there's a hymn,
There's a poem.
there's a hymnal.
There's no poems in the Catholic.
In the world, there are.
Yeah, but not in the faith.
Wait, what did you
gotta
just?
have faith.
What did you just say at the same time that I said something? It reminded me of something.
The Psalms?
No.
Or when you said I was being authoritarian, I said I'm going to bring in 500
between.
National
It was in
Guardsmen.
between. In betwixt, you said
Betwixt.
something that I wanted to.
There are no poems in Catholic.
That was right
Mass.
before that. Anywho.
Anyway,
All right.
yeah, I don't
So
know.
you don't know.
I don't know is the answer.
Okay, well, I'd like to talk again
But I do know those little ditties we would call them.
about
that are
Jack
like-
and Diane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little ditty about Jesus and
We're
Mary.
unhinged today. She was his son, but she never had sex. No, he was her son.
Oh, yeah, immaculate.
Immaculate.
Hey, sorry, Joseph. You're out of here, man. Joseph's like,
Anybody
You got
got
fucked by
some?
God, did ya?
Hey,
well,
got a birth my own way. You know.
chick chow.
Okay. I wanted to, because you just sang that beautiful psalm or whatever.
Thank you.
So that reminded me this morning, our power went out. Extra,
we were getting
extra
ready to
breaking
record.
news.
We're recording this late, which is why we're loopy.
We're loopy. We're high on BLT
Loopy.
because we had to go down to the local diner to be fed because our power was out.
We were so loopy.
So my phone died because it was on a very low battery percentage when this disaster struck.
Yeah, I haven't seen you as panicked as you were.
No,
in
I
that
was
moment.
very relaxed. I felt nice and good. So I'm lying on a heating pad under an electric blanket. Power goes out. Boom. The chill runs through me. I need a snack. I can't open the fridge. Mayhem ensues. But I say my phone is dying.
Mm-hmm.
Entertain me. Entertain me, I say.
He said,
Do you remember this?
I do.
And you sang me a beautiful song.
A song that you had never heard. And
Well,
tried
I
to take
realized
credit
later
for
I
it.
had heard it. I think it was just maybe not the way that I had heard it.
That's sure. It was like,
I loved the
let us
interpretation.
proclaim the mystery.
No,
of
it was Blackbird by the Beatles.
It was blackbird singing in the dead of night.
Okay, we can't do the whole thing.
Take these broken wings and learn to. And that, we'll
Wow.
cut it off at that. Yes, no, I did. I sang you that.
just
Blackbird
off
song.
mic, I want to hear the whole thing again.
Sure.
But I was nearly brought to tears, and I realized, kids who are listening,
Mm-hmm.
IRL is better than phone.
We found that out for a brief.
Well, because if I saw some like
couple hours.
dipshit singing that on TikTok, I wouldn't give a fuck.
dipshit TikTok.
TikTok.
Blackbird dipshit.
No, but then when
Yeah.
you have your lover, your life partner, your creative partner, standing at the foot of your bed singing Blackbird to you, woo, nothing better.
Bless you, dear.
Bless you. You just reached your little fat paw.
I reached my fat
I wish we
wrist.
could touch toes.
There we are.
Here, I'm going to take a picture for the listeners. We're touching toes.
Toe touching. Oh, we've breached the pods.
We've breached. Yes. I always think they're going to punch through the wall.
Do you
and be
think
like,
they
do you
could
love Jesus Christ?
Well, that one guy was
I know.
the closeted Christian
Yeah,
of the
that
season.
guy-
There's usually one a season.
Yeah, he's as gay as the day is long.
Yes, he's as gay as the Lord is bright.
Well, and it's very funny that he just turned on the woman. He told her he loved her. Then he just started screaming at her that she didn't love Jesus. And then when she cried because she said you loved me,
Right.
he said, this is actually really hard for me. Which
Yeah.
I thought that the levels of like emotional manipulation were strong.
off the charts.
Yeah, I was
Well, that man
impressed.
has, I mean, people
impressed.
that are in that, like, they're very punchy. They have to have that emotional manipulation because they're like a shark. If they stop swimming, they're out.
Right,
of the
because
closet,
they have
you know?
a big
Like, they have
dark
to be,
secret. They have to be like,
yes, they have to be on,
controlling.
especially when the cameras are rolling. Like, to even go on that show, is where you
I just can't do it with the nasal, but I want
It's yeah.
I can't just say I'm the Barbaro of the left and then never do the thing again.
You can't
though.
do that.
I'll be back next week, guys. I'll be zooted and booted,
Please
ready
don't do
to.
that to people.
Yeah, that guy's a mess.
Well, there might be Natalie Katrohef.
What?
If there's a deep cut for the.
What?
They added some new hosts to the Daily. There's a rotating now.
Natalie
Barbaro
what?
Her name is Natalie Katrohef.
Ma-
Natalie, look at my lips. Natalie Katrohef.
Read my lips. No new taxes.
No, read my lips.
All we do is talk about Bush.
We missed him for a few.
We
eps.
missed Bush.
Bush, we missed you, baby.
Well, we told the listeners if we ever don't talk about the Bush administration, 1 or 2, that this is AI.
Yes, so that is our
So we
signal
can't
to our
forget,
listeners.
'cause
We
we
have to
might-
mention it once an ep. If it's not in there, then.
But we maybe forgot last week.
Although, if we probably did, so last week might have been.
You'll just have to take our word for it.
Now, Google Fingers is going here because, speaking of AI, I just got an AI summary of a headline I saw, so I wanted to actually read the full. Which those AI summaries. I just wanted to see Scarlett Johansson defend support for Woody Allen was something that I wanted to see.
Oh.
I just wanted to read that before we started recording, and I didn't,
read it.
is my point. Oh, you did read it?
Yeah,
All right, tell me what's happening.
Okay, so
she was obviously in a couple
originally when the allegations came out from his stepdaughter, Dylan Farrow,
That's correct.
that he assaulted her, a few people distanced themselves. Drew Barrymore, maybe Kate Blanchett, I'm not sure.
Yeah, who said enough was... Because they were still on board after Soon Yi, these people. It was Farrow's expose.
Yeah, I think
that
it's because
took it
they
to the
made a
next level.
doc on it. It's like there's a tipping point when
Sure.
something's like reach the mainstream.
Enough that you
where-
have to
yeah.
feel like you need to comment on it or something.
It's the calculation.
Sure.
So a few people said, I regret working with Woody now that I have like been made privy to these allegations. And ScarJo at the time said, I don't. I love Woody and I believe my friend. And then later she said, I stand by that. I hope that's not triggering for people. But I think it's a case-by-case basis, and I believe him. And then later she said something like, my mom told me to always stand up for what I believe in, so I'm glad I said what I believe. But I've realized as I've matured that it's not always your turn to talk. So she was
Sure,
basically
she didn't
saying
have
she
to come
stands
out.
by like her opinion, but that she doesn't need to come out with that opinion.
Also, as right, for people who have more knowing the situation personally, it's like, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, if they've worked together a lot and she feels like she knows him, whatever. I mean, Diane Keaton had to give him that Lifetime Achievement Award. That was pretty rough. She sang that like, what is it? A circle is round, it has no end. Really awkwardly on stage. And I'm like, you're singing like this like kid song, nursery rhyme to this like guy who married a kid. I don't know. It's just like for Woody, like I feel very comfortable saying like there's been enough shit.
Yes,
that it's a no.
That it's a well, yeah. Well, also him again. It's like a no, just meaning that you wouldn't be friends or defend that person in public. You know, like
for
as
me,
far as the
the
movies,
endorsement of Cuomo is enough.
Yeah,
to disqualify you as a human being.
Woody on Bari. So Bari, of course,
and Bari
Weiss,
is Barry Weiss.
on her pod, Barry
I just
Weiss.
want to remind the listeners that you've decided to call her Bari.
Yes. Well, I've heard that floated around. But anyway, Bari/Barry's pod, I listen to all the pods.
Oh, I know.
And so she had Woody on, and it was just a very funny, because she kind of brought him on to shit on Mamdani one, which he did, but to also as this.
But why is she so out of touch? Like she just said that everybody needs to listen to more charismatic voices, like Alan Dershowitz.
Yes.
Like even if Barry is
like the Dersh and
obviously-
Woody,
No, but she's a ghoul.
Sure.
But like to be that out of touch is weird. To be like,
yes, it is.
I'm out with all the cool
All the
guys,
kids.
Woody Allen and Dershowitz. Like that is really like, even if you can put a lot of things aside, a lot of allegations, a lot of pretty damning stuff coming out. Like those are like the oldest, grossest, little like
reptilian
nasty men.
Nasties, yeah.
Yeah, they're just like awful. Like
yeah,
it's just such a shocking.
It's pretty shocking, but not too shocking. It's shoddy and shocking with the move to CBS because the free press stuff. It's like, would she have name drop Dersh on the Free Press? Like, I don't think so. But now
she had to wait for CBS.
She had to wait for the Ellisons.
And she's
to be
like,
like, hey,
coming up.
Here's.
She's literally going to like do 2.5 Men with Alan Dershowitz.
I mean, I would watch that. That I would watch.
I couldn't.
But anyhow, Woody on
I'd listen while you watched.
Yes, you'll listen to me watch and hear my recap.
I'd get in your trunk.
Get into my trunk, my chamber.
Listening chamber.
She brought him on as like to be this. She was trying to set him up to be a anti-cancel culture, anti-woke folk hero of sorts. You know,
but why not pick someone
but he wouldn't, which is what's funny. He was kind of a little bit just like, I don't know. You know, like. He wasn't as into this idea of
he's isolated himself enough.
Sure.
Like he's enough of a recluse that he probably doesn't feel cancel culture in the same way that one might if they were out and about. He's not like all my toothpaste ads dried up. You know, like that's not what Woody's up to.
No, it's not. He carried enough water for the genocide in Gaza. It was enough of a Zionist mouthpiece on Bari, of course.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying
I
she
just
hit
haven't
all the
heard his
points
opinions on anything.
I know he didn't, but he wasn't even like. I think he was a little. It was just weird. It was weird enough that I was like, he's so old. He's like 90 years old now. He's not. I mean, I know he was always kind of old. Always thought of him as old, but he's really, really old.
He's old.
Like he should be dead age. I'm going to say should.
Okay.
I'm going to cast judgments on it. It's time.
Who gets to be alive?
Who lives and who dies? Dersh.
Wow. Gone.
See ya. Bari. See ya.
Yeah. Well, no, and we're just saying dead to me.
We're
not making
No. I'm not.
This is alleged. This is comedy.
Is all alleged.
This is satire.
Well,
this is the Barbaro of the left. Thank you. The Daily. We call it the Weekly. That's probably already a thing.
The Weekly.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That was it about ScarJo.
That was it. Well, thank you for filling me in on that because that was better than the AI overview for sure.
I don't know.
Also, the other part about that is a little bit like, who cares?
Yeah, like obviously
at this point about either.
Yeah,
of those people.
why do we have to know her opinion on that? I don't know.
Why do they show me these things? Do you think?
I think those things are it's just clickbait.
Oh wait,
because you just said you wanted to know. That's exactly right. Even though it's gross and we don't really care, you see something like that and there's enough sexy names.
Yes.
ScarJo, Woody Allen. You're like, oh God, did he do something else? What's coming out? Is there a movie?
So here's this is a quick tangent, but it makes me think of this is the.
Oh my God! I can't unsee that. You have to explain to the listeners what you've shown me.
Maybe we'll post these to disturb everyone.
No.
These images, but basically, so
we
you know,
can post
you know when you're just typically scrolling through a lot of websites that have those.
You're scrolling.
Ad placement that just comes in, and obviously those are targeted ads.
What's mommy getting for Christmas?
Yeah. Well,
everyone needs matching PJs made by slaves.
Go?
They're 50 cents. Matching PJs. That's all I get are matching PJs.
Once you say
you
something,
don't have matching PJs. Why don't you have matching PJs? Your child won't have a nice memory of the holidays if you don't have matching PJs.
So a lot of these are about matching.
Papa's
PJs.
out getting the paper and his matching PJs.
Papa's toasted
Mama's
on
drinking
nog
a mimosa
again.
and our matching PJs. The
Papa's
9 children
throwing up nog in the front yard and the car is missing.
Too many fingers.
So
toes.
You'll see at the end, sometimes at the end, or they'll embed them while you're scrolling through a paragraph. On ESPN, they have a ton of these. And they're supposed to be targeted, but what's interesting is who knows what I'm looking up in the middle of the night. But
sometimes they're like, are you 85 and don't know what to do with your retire? I'm like, I don't know what.
If you're going to do this, if you're going to capture my soul, do it right. Give me something that I would actually look at and go, okay, that is something I would either buy or.
So if something finally caught something I would buy or fuck.
Well, something
eat.
Or eat.
Yeah.
Eat, buy, fuck.
Eat, buy, fuck.
Laugh at. I don't know, something. Give me something.
What's all three?
Eat, buy, and fuck.
Maybe edible dildo?
Maybe the prostitutes over at what's his name's house?
What?
At
my God.
The actor. Who was that actor who was like, I want to eat you?
Oh, Army Hammer.
Army Hammer, sorry.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't think that, is it prostitutes? I think
he bought, fucked, and then ate.
I think he was trying to eat his girlfriend.
His girlfriend. I was just trying to make an eat by fuck. Marry, fuck, kill, eat by fuck.
I mean, maybe she made her bed if she married for money.
Sure.
I'm not saying she deserves to be eaten.
No, or nibbled on. I don't even know if it was a fork.
It was something about frying up like her rib. That was a weird one.
Yeah, no, he was into some nibbling.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like
Nibbling
someone.
on sponge cake.
He was listening to his busted flip-flop.
His Buffett.
Anyhow, so this
R.I.P. Jimmy
imagery
Buffett.
on these ads that pop up in this one was on ESPN. Just read an article about I don't remember what the hell it was. Just the Broncos.
Just sports.
Sport. I was reading a sport article, and as I'm scrolling through, an ad placement comes up here and says, neurologists beg seniors, avoid these 3 foods like the plague. So now I think I actually know maybe why this would have popped up again. I'll get to that. But the AI image attached to this headline is Bruce Willis, like kind of with his eyes, like, his head down, his eyes closed. He's unwell.
We all know publicly
we all know
he's suffering from dementia.
And then he's being cradled as his head is going down by Demi Moore. Now, this is an AI image, so they're like pretty close to, that's clearly them.
Honestly, I have my glasses on. That looks like a photo of them from, 5 feet.
Right. And so it's these two, and it's her. Okay, so then I clicked on it. So this is probably why
this is your
So
problem.
I clicked on it just to be like, what is happening here? And it was just some article about dementia and foods, highly ultra-processed foods, et cetera. Things you don't want to eat if you don't want to be demented. But then I was looking at something later. So this is probably also on the same browser. I'm using the old Google browse. I forget even where the hell this came up, but the same article, neurologists explain 3 common foods now tied to dementia. So a little bit more pointed with the headline. The photo is of, again, a different photo.
One. Now she's looking over his shoulder.
Now she's over his shoulder with her arm, on his shoulder. He's at a microphone. He's chin up, talking into a microphone. She has a darker
shirt in that one.
She has a darker shirt, but she's wearing her glasses.
Okay. Well, this is what they can do
AI
now.
now
She could sue them and say you can't use my likeness, but they could deny that that's their likeness.
Yeah, it's the wild. The gates have opened on that.
I have 2 things to say about that.
Sure.
Do you remember seeing Misery on Broadway?
Yes.
Murph and I saw Misery on Broadway in, that's right, New York City.
Mm-hmm. This is when we were swinging
we
all over
went
town.
because it was Laurie Metcalf and
legend of stage and screen,
and what's his face,
and Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis was the James Caan role. Laurie Metcalf made the Kathy Bates role her own, which is hard to do because it's an iconic role.
We saw this maybe 10 years ago, so it was pre. We didn't know he was suffering from anything. But we had heard rumors that he was using an earpiece.
And we're like, he can't remember his lines.
He can't remember his lines. And what's crazy about this, that's 2 people. That play was a 2-person play.
It's a lot of lines.
Lori put on a fucking clinic because she had nothing to act off of. Do you remember this?
No, he was like,
because he was
not only could he not remember his lines, but even when he delivered them, whether they were right or wrong, he was just a stiff bore.
Well, it's hard to deliver them right if you're learning them in the moment.
The earpiece.
So she's giving like gold. And she's like
acting with it.
Get me out of this bed. Like, it was like very bizarre.
Yes. And he's not a great actor to begin with. What's funny about those kind of, he's fine for what he was cast as in his,
I think Die Hard is a perfect film.
Of course it is. But that's what I said, for what he was cast as.
Yeah,
you don't need a great
people always
actor.
have to do that, though. They're like, well, that's not real.
I understand.
That's not.
Hey,
I don't agree with that.
He's fine.
Rickman's in that movie. That's real.
Well, Rickman, choose that scene.
Rickman.
Now, Rickman as the James Caan character with Laurie would have been
the place would have exploded. Laurie brought it, though.
Tickets.
But it's funny looking back on that and being like, oh, poor guy. He was like having a medical issue.
I know, and they kept trotting him out to he was still trying to do movies. Like they were trying to get him.
Doing movies are one thing. Like you can edit, you can whatever, do a bunch of takes. Like doing a live production of Misery and like a 500-person theater is pretty crazy.
I'm not one to poo-poo. I'm not a theater snob.
No, you never poo-poo.
So I love
You're
that.
Constipated.
I can't poo-poo. I simply medically cannot poo-poo. But I think
this episode is cool and good.
It's cool and good. Pardon me. The casting as a celeb.
Yes.
That's a thing that they do on Broadway.
Of course, but
usually it's like someone who you'd be like, oh, they might not be a classically, theater actor. They might not be Laurie Metcalf.
Steppenwolf. Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
But like he could bring a little something, and that's like puts asses in the seats.
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. We were there for Laurie. Most people at that were not there for Laurie.
I was there for Laurie.
I was there. I'm with Laurie, her.
I'm with Aunt Jackie.
Of course. But yeah, anyhow, that
was funny.
That
so
was
now he's
nowhere near as disturbing as these AI images that will now haunt me because I made the mistake of clicking. And now they just keep getting more. Because AI
they're
also
getting weirder.
Those photos people will share of their own, like a selfie that they fed in to the sausage maker. And it just like every time AI redoes the photo, it changes a little bit. You've seen those time lapse?
No.
Basically, it's like it can't repeat pixel for pixel, so it does like its own interpretation. So if you took a selfie, you fed it in, and you were like, AI, can you lighten my...
It's almost like the human touch.
The human touch. Well, I mean, in some ways.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's what they're doing here, and it's reached
I have another
peak.
thing.
Yes.
We brought up Jimmy Buffett because we're like nibbling on ribs.
Yes.
I was just thinking about the New Year's Eve we spent again in New York City at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, seeing Huey Lewis and Jimmy Buffett. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. And
that was a crazy night.
Huey Lewis opened for Jimmy Buffett. It was a New Year's Eve show at the Barclays. Yeah, I do remember that. And the Parrot Heads were out and about.
That was just
it was sparsely attended for the Barclays. Like we were up in the uppers.
We were in the last row.
We were in the very last row, yes.
Yeah.
Which Barclays did a weird thing at the top there where they put, to get like an extra row or
that
two
incline
in,
is
the
illegal.
incline is too much.
The vertigo was hitting us
yes,
all.
Yeah. It's unsettling.
That was just a very trippy evening.
It was.
I have some weird photos from that.
My question is...
Anyway, we saw Jimmy Buffett
We saw Jimmy
live.
Buffett.
We
nibbled on the sponge cake.
Bruce Willis live.
Bruce Willis.
We love old white men.
We do. We love our old...
I just got tickets to Woody Allen's one-man show down at the Schnitz.
With Barry opening for him.
Can't wait. Love that guy.
Why is Demi Moore... Here's the thing about the AI. That's not even his wife anymore.
No, but it's the mother of his children. She has been like very
She's been
actively,
publicly cradling him.
And that's what the public thinks of as his wife.
You're
like,
right.
It doesn't matter. Once you're going
Kutcher's
AI,
like,
you give the
I
people
didn't
what
make the AI.
If they did his real wife...
Right.
You wouldn't even care. Do you remember the photos? This was like 90s of Demi Moore when she was pregnant.
On the Vanity Fair, yeah?
Yeah. And I think he took them of her. She was pregnant and naked with their kids.
Yes.
I remember thinking those were really beautiful.
They were beautiful photographs, yeah.
I wish those two had stayed
Who's that
together.
in there? Rumor?
I don't know.
Was in the belly?
I don't remember.
Who
There's
knows?
Tallulah, Rumor, and the other one.
I do remember. That was
they were black and white. They were very
time.
classy. Like
Yes.
they were beautiful and a little sexy and
They were.
intimate. It was nice though.
Yes.
Yeah, they had a moment. Like Bruce and Demi. Is it Demi or Demi? Demi.
Barry, Barry, Demi. Yes, I don't know.
Oh, you're doing your little your phonics. They were a piece.
They were a power couple for sure. Of the early 90s.
Yeah.
And beyond. And they had an amicable, like they're still, they were still. He was like, Kutcher, get in here, you little dog.
Gave him a noogie.
You gave him a little noogie and a wedge, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Kutcher.
No, you're not a Kutch guy. I'm not a Kutch guy. Who could be a Kutch guy?
You kind of just made it sound like you are. He's bad.
You know what movie I saw a clip from, though, that was shocking?
What?
It was Dude, Where's My Car? Now, you remember this film. Him and Stifler.
Yeah.
You know the scene I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember the film like that way. I remember it existing.
They were in a drive-through at a Chinese
Wait, that was
restaurant.
Stifler?
Wasn't it Sean William Scott and
I have no idea.
and Kutch? It had to be.
Okay.
I mean,
I want to believe. I mean, Stifler's like, isn't he a lot older?
What I mean, does age really when it's Dude, Where's My Car?
No, I need that to
2000
be
that film
believable.
came out. Yeah, it was stiff. It was peak stiff. Jesse and Chester, two bumbling stoners, wake up one morning from a night of partying and cannot remember where they parked their car. These were the pitches, and this was the pitch.
Yeah, and they go on like a
they're like, this is a slam dunk looking for the car.
rambunctious journey.
It's like a buddy road comedy.
Very cool. Without the car.
Or the comedy.
No,
and a
I hate
couple of
Kutcher
buddies.
because he and Mila Kunis wrote a letter on behalf of Danny Masterson to get him a shorter
What
sentence
was this
after
about?
he
Yes.
AR'd somebody.
And that was already,
You
he was
did
convicted.
to me. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I can say that doesn't have to be alleged. He was like a convicted.
He was convicted. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Masterson's a scum, and they backed him.
Yeah. And they were like, please, Judge, he's such a nice friend.
Yeah. No, that
No.
was weird. There were a few people who
No.
wrote.
You think I'll forget that?
Nah, this one, the Scorpio never forgets. What is... Well, I said recently we were talking about Jodie Foster, and I was like, my favorite thing about
love
Jodie
Jodie
Foster
Foster.
is that she defended Mel Gibson.
You did.
Because
say
Mel's
that.
her boy, and she came out publicly for Mel.
For his like drunken racism?
Yes, anti-Semitism, I think more so.
Oh, okay.
Specifically, he was
Gotcha.
all rambling about the Jews for a while after he was like, pulled over.
Oh, who am I talking? You know who I just mixed that up with?
Who?
I mixed that up with, do you remember the video that surfaced of David Hasselhoff drunk eating a hamburger?
Yes, but
I
that was innocent drunkery, wasn't it? Or did he say some shit?
I know, but you know how wires cross in your head?
Sure.
No. I'm not alleging that he said
I remember he was like
racist.
shirtless and like.
But I like
drunk
in
and
my
leaning
mind
into
it
the-
was like drunk old men being embarrassing. You know what I mean? And I
Yes.
have like that's the video that I see to the soundtrack of like
of Mel
drunk
Gibson just
idiots.
asking a cop.
You're right
who
though;
pulled them
those
over
are
if they
not
were
the
Jewish.
same.
Yeah, interesting.
So Jody, you liked that she
well,
defended.
Jody's old school. She's Vatican I, I think.
No, it is weird though, because it's like who do you give a pass? Like I
Also,
obviously
who
love
needs-
Diane Keaton. I'm obsessed with Jodie Foster, fellow Scorp.
And
so that's,
why
I
do they need
can't-
the thing too? There is, I would say, it's like people who just do completely lose touch, and they are more like, oh, my friend is like bummed out and kind of is getting dragged in the media. It's probably like, oh, the TMZ's on his ass again or something, whatever it is. But it's like, again, it's that thing where
Why
you would
have an
think Jody would
opinion?
reach the age of
Don't say
Scarlett to go,
anything.
I didn't really need to say anything right there.
Well, also though, that's easy to say, but there's reporters just going, "Any thoughts on your friend?" Getting like in your face all the time.
Yeah,
I think if somebody feels like they really know someone,
right.
they could maybe say, I think that person doesn't have hate in their heart,
And they
but
were
they're
having a bad-
really on a bender and they're saying insane shit and they're not a bad person. I'm not
Right.
saying I agree with that, but I think if you felt close enough to someone, you would maybe just say that.
Yeah. Also, Mel seems like he sucks, though. That aside,
you
even
think?
those episodes aside,
No, I
he
mean,
just seems like you'd be
The
like,
Passion
what?
of the Christ? Like,
Well,
no, I'm it's
let's
just
not.
people who feel
Not
like
around
they have
Easter.
to make like weird,
Christmas.
bloody, what was the language they speak in that?
Aramaic, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
You're
Well, I mean-
you're a lethal weapon.
You're you are just be the lethal weapon.
You're
that you were
you're
born
like
to
the
be.
guy with the Farrah
Mad
Fawcett
Max.
hair. And then you
Right.
need to like he's like, I need to put my stamp on biblical
Well, as you said, he's a big
mainstream.
Vatican I guy. Him and
Is
his old
Vatican
man.
I the one where they're tracing the DNA of Jesus?
Vatican I.
Is that that?
Oh, here I go again, popping off. Can't you just let me say Vatican I and we move on?
No, but I'm asking, is
I
that
know.
the one where they're tracing
Yeah.
the actual? They think they are the
think that
genetic
the genetic
line of Jesus.
line of Jesus, and also
But it's like cuckoo,
the mass.
right?
The mass itself is much longer, and there was stuff that they like cut from the Catholic mass, like the official. This is what a mass is.
Okay,
Vatican II, they started to
Is Vatican II the one
Vatican
that
II.
are we like Pope and stuff?
Hot Shots Part 2. Pope. The Pope was involved in that 1 and 2.
Sorry, do you know what I'm asking? What is like mainstream Catholicism? Is that Vatican II?
Now, yes, I think it's switched
And Vatican
to Vatican.
I is the weird thing.
Yes.
That
That some people
Mel
were like,
Gibson
we
is
ain't taking
into,
Vatican II.
where
on.
there's
We're-
like people who are like saying,
splinter popes.
saying they're like related to Jesus.
I'd have to
right?
go further in. I don't really know about that part of it.
Okay, I thought there was something like that.
Well, there was something left over from the Shroud of Turin. Was that it? And there was the Jesus' DNA on there or something. And they're like,
They did like a Jurassic Park
We
thing
never
with the
stopped to
DNA
ask if
and
we
the
should.
frogs.
kind of
Yeah.
scenario about Jesus, cloning Jesus Christ.
Okay, so there's like frog Jesus.
Right.
But where is this like live?
I think it lives under the Vatican with the Nazi gold. Like, I think it's in the
Okay,
tombs.
so this is cuckoo.
This is cuckoo, but the splits between Vatican I and II, I just think is the old school, and I think his old man.
Okay, then I think I'm talking
was
about
like
something
half
else.
a Nazi
I'm like
and
pushing
half a
something.
Vatican I guy.
Okay, so he got that through his family though. That isn't something like he got old and out of touch and like discovered.
No, this is deeply instilled in him, I believe.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I just think he's kind of an asshole. Again, like let him be the wild card asshole who just plays in Lethal Weapon, but not.
Let him be. No.
Let him be. I'm just taking Jody's.
No.
I'm holding Jody's hand on this one.
I'm holding space for Jody. I'm not holding space for Mel.
Fair enough.
That's where
There's
I'm
only one
landing
seat
on
at the
this.
table.
I'm mad that we don't
Jody.
know. I thought Vatican I there was some fun stuff.
No,
about
there's
it.
definitely some. I mean, it is. There's a lot of crazy shit when you talk about Vatican I, but I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head. I only know of a few little nugs. I don't know the deep dive. I'm a shallow dive on V1.
All right. Well, I feel bad that I said bad things about
save it.
because I think I'm thinking of something else.
Well, I think as anything attempts to modernize, you would assume. I mean, this is certainly not always true, but if you're like if you have this old thing and you're like, let's modernize this in some ways, the people who say no, we're going to stay in these dark ages, you could assume that in this case, the sequel might be better than the original. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know about this from that movie.
From the
with your guy that we always argue about his name.
Ralph Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes.
Riff.
I thought it was Ralph.
You did.
Fiennes.
Yes, Ralph Fiennes.
Literally.
Ralph finds the toilet.
But he can't poo-poo.
He cannot poo-poo.
Ralph Fiennes.
Yes.
I think it's Finns.
It was the conclave.
The conclave.
Yes.
Because there were the popes that were like, no, let's keep being dicks and like
I watched
gross.
when
And then there
we
were people
saw that
were
movie,
like,
and I was like, I jumped up at the end, and I was like, why the fuck did no one tell me how great this movie is? It was one of
That's a
those that
good
I didn't
movie.
see, and I was like,
they're so
no, everyone's
bitchy
always
and
talking about
fun.
movies.
They were bitchy and fun.
But not this one. Why?
I think
I'm
people...
a little Jiminy Glick. Everybody's always talking about movies, but not this
dude. I think
Why not?
I think they do talk about that. I think that one...
Oh, I was just not around.
Yeah.
No one was talking to me about it anyhow.
Well, that was a big movie
It was an
that
Academy
year.
Award
Yeah, it was nominated. I think don't try to take my spot as Barbaro.
I'm the Barbaro of the
You
right.
could be what's her face?
Who? Oh, Natalie Katroeff.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. There's a thing with over-enunciating that sounds
That they do at the Daily all
really
the time.
crazy. And I get it. They're like, we're in radio.
We're the we're the podcast of record.
Yeah.
Of record.
Record.
We're the podcast of record.
It's like the transatlantic accent.
Yes.
Remember they accused, what's his face? Who runs the current affairs?
Oh, Nathan J. Robinson.
Yeah.
He has a middle initial, and he talks a little bit like transatlantic.
Yeah. So basically, it's kind of like, what is that like? There's like actors who were doing that in Hollywood early on.
Sure.
But it's like, it sounds a little bit British, but it's a
touch
guy,
British, and it's hard to place. It's not really.
But he's born and
there's
raised.
no regional accent.
Nathan J. Robinson, who runs Current Affairs magazine, which is a leftist journalism publication, whatever. He's American, but he talks with a British accent.
Transatlantic, I think. I think there's something.
Like, there's a little like, what is that? Like a little.
There's
British
a little old
sting?
Hollywood almost in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like old Hollywood.
He's like, did I call my elevator a lift again? Silly me. Like that? Or there's an accent, I believe.
I think there's a kind of.
I'm just talking out of my damn ass today.
The transatlantic is the absence of any accent, I think. But again, then you're like, what does that mean? Because everything's flat. All the vowels are flat.
Well, I remember I heard a statistic. That was probably a thumbnail vibe, but it was that the most national broadcasters, anchors, are from the Pacific Northwest, because we here actually lack any accent, which is obviously, it's all relative. It's subjective. That's ridiculous. Like, I would sound like I have an accent to someone else, but they said in terms of like English speakers that it sounded the most neutral. Yeah. So they were plucked people
for
from
the newsmen.
We're talking Oregon, Washington, Idaho, before Idaho got crazy and
before
became
Idaho
just
was a bunch of white nationalists.
Yes,
transatlantic white nationalist coded.
Yes, it's become like a very white nationalist forward region of our nation.
Yes, this great land of
Sadly,
ours.
because it's so beautiful.
Idaho. It is.
Yeah.
I drove through it once with you.
Yeah, on our way to Montana.
We stopped.
Well, you can't stop for long there.
And we
but
saw
it's,
we saw like a U-Haul truck that was like a clown car. Guys are spilling out of it. And we're like, what's going on here?
They're like, we're
That's all-
doing hate crimes, and you're like, bye. Yeah,
What is that?
terrible.
We're doing jump in, loser. We're doing hate crime.
Yeah, get in, loser.
Get in, loser.
We're gonna go lose the election.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Idaho is a beautiful state, though, as far as the outdoorsiness of it all.
Yeah, I think if they just like got rid of some folks.
Some purging.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then
Who runs these purges?
Maybe, didn't we talk about this once? Women, if women just got Idaho.
If women just got the panhandle. Or the whole thing.
The potato state. The whole thing.
They get the whole thing.
Yeah. I think it would do better with it.
Sure.
All right. Well, that's what I'm running on.
No, that's...
I'm the left. I'm the Barbaro of the left. And I'm my agenda, my political agenda, because I'm also running apparently for something, is that women should take Idaho.
Yes.
Did we not talk?
Nathan J.
Is this from a
Nathan J.
dream?
Robinson is kind of the Barbaro of the left. You're going to have to fight him for it, and you'll win. You'll win, but I'm just saying.
Oh, Nathan J.
Nathan J. is kind of the Barbaro of the left.
Interesting. So the left is putting on airs.
Putting on airs.
A little bit of purity testing.
The Robinson left. He's a little bit more irreverent than Barbaro, but I think he's still like, there's just some, he's hard to, his points in print.
They used to have a podcast.
Yeah, and he's difficult to
to
listen to in terms, like he's not converting anyone to anything.
The problem is a lot of people are smart and have good ideas and are just not, they don't have it.
They don't have it.
I mean? They don't have the it factor.
They don't have the Rogan sphere factor.
Yeah, which is funny.
Fear factor. They don't have the fear factor.
Rogan does not have it either, but I think that's the appeal.
Yes, he doesn't have it, which is what people like about him.
They're like, you know what I like about that guy?
He don't got it.
It's like I'm talking to my loser friend at work.
Yes,
you know?
the smartest, smoothest brain in the room.
I don't think we can say smooth brain anymore. I heard something about that.
Okay.
So watch your ass.
Watch me, watch my ass.
Watch me wash my ass.
And then try desperately to poo-poo.
To poo-poo. This app is good and strong.
It is. I want to say something that we cannot get away from.
Okay.
We just can't not talk about it. What else do you have on your list?
I think I'm done.
Get them.
I didn't even correct any of those errors. Those errors will hang over us always.
The errata de vita is going to be.
Oh, I did have one more thing.
What is it now?
Okay, you know in the movie Weapons? Can we talk about that now, or is that still spoiler?
What did we say? 10 days? We said 10 days for like a reality.
You said 10 years for a movie, 10 days for reality.
We're not at 10 years for Weapons, but
no.
I don't think there's a spoiler. I don't think it's a spoiler.
Okay, if you haven't seen Weapons, this is a spoiler.
Hush.
So turn off the podcast right now. It's fine. We're near the end. You can turn us off.
You can end us right now. End us early.
We both didn't like when they had the AR-15 in the sky.
The AR-15 in the sky really was just, I think if that was cut, if that moment just didn't exist in that movie.
We would like that movie
I would
more.
like it more.
We
much
feel.
More. We feel.
We thought, we both gasped.
Yes. We tittered and gasped. We gasped and tittered. We did titter a bit, I'd say.
Tittered.
Because I was like.
Tittered. Is that the word?
Yes.
Tittered.
Tittered. In the transatlantic, it is tittard.
Tittered.
Tittered.
What does that mean? Laugh?
Like
chuckle? Giggle?
Like a really
Tee-hee?
small, like, yeah, tee-hee, I think.
Tee-hee.
Tee-hee.
Tittered.
I was a little bit like, what the?
That's a weird word.
Yeah. Tittered.
It's like the bird, you know, the tit.
The tit mouth. Oh, the tit.
Yeah,
Just the
I
tit,
saw a
straight up
headline
tit.
that was like, big tits going extinct.
Yes.
And it was about like
But they were
yeah.
as a joke.
And no, it was shared on Climate
Big
Apocalypse.
tits, they said.
I'm pulling this up.
Find me this headline.
All right.
Find me the AI.
Okay, what were you going to say?
Headline.
You
No
said,
one.
do we have anything else? So you can go.
The last bit we just have to at least touch on.
Let's touch.
There's not much to say because people would have. This is now open as to what took place with the National Guard's shooting. The guy was.
Sorry, what? I'm looking for the
CIA.
tits. Just stretch, talk.
Who? Let me look up his name real quick. But
Oh, this
He
is
worked
funny.
for that Zero unit in Afghanistan, which is basically a death squad that the U.S.
But they were saying, this random person just randomly gunned
At
these
first,
guys
they tried to
down.
run with.
Right. They always do that.
Of course. Well, and because we know how and why Trump's trying to spin that into let's just shut down.
But did you think
all
that was like
immigration
false flag? Like
It reeked of a false flag.
Or it's just funny
or
enough
it's just
that they're
blowback
literally
that's coming home to roost. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's their own
Yes.
intelligence turning on.
Yeah, it's just and you would imagine
But
that
they didn't
people who
report
in
that.
their own country
Okay.
who were hired to be a part of a death squad killing
Great.
civilians and
Sorry, I found it.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
What are
I'm
you talking
done
about? People getting
stretching.
gunned down? That's depressing. Nobody wants to hear that. They want to hear about the climate apocalypse.
Tell me about it.
Great tits could be wiped out by climate change in near future.
Who wrote that headline?
That is something.
And why are Bruce Willis and Demi Moore the AI image attached to it?
Yeah, I mean, I think they know it's a joke, but
Yeah,
then
of
they wrote the
course.
great. But it's a real thing.
It's great tits.
The great tit has joined a long list of species that could soon disappear due to Earth's rapidly warming climate.
Yeah.
Basically, I think there's something here. It's not in any of the papers, but I think recently we hit a turning point in terms of like degrees Celsius we're allowed to. Do you know what I'm saying about
Oh, yeah, I think we've blown through those.
No, I know, but I think another one just passed.
Oh, another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hats off to us. Yeah, creator of the ecological footprint
where's-
on life and death in a world.
Where's
full of
Greta
sea otter.
Thunberg to tell us about this? She's off like just trying to get
She's
clicks.
in an Israeli prison, kissing the flag.
That was my...
She's not though. She's out. I don't want to report false.
No.
Trying to get clicks? Did you say that about
Yes.
her? Oh,
That's what they say
Greta.
about that. That's why she's on a flotilla. Is she's just trying to get clicks.
What I think was funny is
Funny
she
to
does
besmirch.
look young, but they were like, they've taken a child, which nobody should be taken, whether they're old or young.
Whether they're Liam Neeson's daughter or who they are.
Yes,
no one should be
or
taken.
Liam Neeson's son.
Yes.
Was that him? Give me back my son.
No, that was Jodie Foster's boy.
She said, give me back my son.
Mel Gibson was her boy, Mel. That was
Oh.
Mel Gibson saying
Give me back my son.
He sang it to Gary Sinise, I believe,
Mel Gibson
who was
said
in
that?
Steppenwolf Theater with
I can't tell
Laurie
if you're being
Metcalf.
serious or you're doing a bit.
No, I think Sinise was the villain. That
Sinise
Give Me Back
was in
My Son was like
Steppenwolf.
a movie that Mel Gibson said, Give Me Back My Son.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know. Look at me coming all the way back. I'm
Yeah.
doing a Jiminy Click again.
Neeson was his daughter in
Isn't
Taken.
that interesting?
Neeson had
What is it like to be ugly? I was trying to think. He always says something really mean. He's like, what is it like?
What is it like
What
to
is it like
be-
to have all your co-stars hate you?
What's it like to be on the list?
Yes.
Anyhow, yes. Give Me Back My Son.
Okay, got it. So whoever gets taken, I'm anti.
You're anti-Taken.
But Greta Thunberg, they kept being like, she's a child, and she's not anymore. She's like
No.
in her 20s.
No.
That's just something I thought
That's
was
fine.
funny.
Yes. They also said like she's doing this for clicks.
No.
And she was like being called the Antichrist by Peter Thiel. I mean, there was a lot of
But
funny...
is that Vatican I Antichrist?
Ooh, that's interesting. Thiel strikes me as a V1 guy.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm raising my hand.
Sure.
Is Antichrist, is that the devil?
Yes. Yeah. I think it's a way of saying
Cool.
that. Yeah. I
Very
think the
cool.
Antichrist... You know, it's funny because you don't go through
If
enough...
Christ is love, is the Antichrist hate, or is it definitely a figure?
I think it kind of... The Antichrist to me would be...
Murph's doing something very odd with his fingers. He's
I'm
doing like two little
massaging
peace
I'm
signs
massaging the great tit.
going around a tit that isn't there. Yeah, it's a weird.
It's a weird bird that I'm
It's
massaging.
weird.
Yeah, no, it's I think the Antichrist is like the if you say like the two sides of the same coin,
Mm-hmm.
the yin and yang, it's the opposite of I mean it's the Antichrist.
Yeah, I mean,
so-
I understand what
But I
anti
don't think the
means.
devil though. The only reason I don't think, and now I'm just really popping off because you always say you're the Catholic one. They didn't spend enough time whenever we would talk about our faith. There was like the devil's the devil.
They didn't spend enough time on your faith.
They didn't spend enough time really getting into that kind of nitty gritty. I think that's like next level. That would be if you went to like a Jesuit college
Got it.
and you were studying, you're getting your degree in theology. You would get into what the Antichrist means and what the writings and you know what I mean? They just
Yeah,
didn't
like
do
I wrote my thesis on the Antichrist.
that. And we're like, okay, Peter. He's like,
And then he's like, and I'm
Surveillance
gonna sing it in a
state.
song.
autonomous drones gonna blow
Nibbling
your
on
domes.
sponge cake. What Watching the waves break.
All right, so we've hit Bush, we've hit Palantir.
We've hit Bush and great tits.
And great tits in the same episode.
This is one
Look at those great
saucy
tits
episode.
on Bush.
Look at those great tits on Bush. Is that what you said?
That's what I said.
You're talking about Barbara Senior?
I'm thinking of the pearls betwixt a great set
It's just that,
of
like,
maternal memories. You know what I mean?
Maternal memories. It's just like that brick of
It is.
home.
Let me get in there and get comfortable.
Yeah, she wasn't known
Take
for.
good care of me.
We were talking about decorating today. We don't talk, but we did talk.
You showed me an image of her in front of a grand Christmas tree.
Yeah, and they were like, somebody wrote this online. Bless their heart. I miss Barbara Bush's Christmas White House. And it was just looked like a fucking Sears catalog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nothing special.
There's some red bows. I know that we're all really nostalgic for times when we didn't know we were
God,
like
are we
hurtling
desperate.
into the death throes of hell.
Yes.
But like we don't have to like platform that shit again.
No, we don't. We're so desperate. It's like,
It wasn't
let Barbara Bush
special.
die. Let fucking Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson die. Like now they're trotting them out for
Wait,
Xfinity commercials.
No,
I'm
I
saying
don't
the
want Owen
nostalgia,
Wilson to
they're-
die.
No, but I mean those two as a thing. You know what I mean? Like that was then.
Yeah.
That was then. This is now. Stop with the nostalgia.
are
They're
they-
in an
what's-
Xfinity commercial.
Okay, but
A
what's
series
the
of them.
overlap there? Were they in a movie together?
Yes, they were in a bunch of movies together.
No.
They were all in that bro.
No,
the bro
because
comedies
old
of the
school
early
was
aughts.
Luke Wilson.
Sure.
What's the overlap of Owen and
Owen and
Vince?
Vince, Wedding Crashers.
Oh, duh. That's like.
I mean,
sorry,
bruh.
yeah, you're right. I like memory hold
Well,
Wedding
as
Crashers.
you I mean, you know, it was what it was. It was that time, but this is
Yeah.
now. And now they're like old, and Vince has a bunch of work done. He's already on another show, but they're doing these
It's so
series
funny
of
when I think Owen
commercials
Wilson, I think Bottle Rocket, which I think really shows my age.
way back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. We have to go now.
we do. Well, bless you, and I'm
I'd
glad.
like to formally apologize for this episode to all of our listeners. But special announcement,
Special
alert, Amber alert.
There's an error.
Next week is our 10th episode. So that's big. Oh, you were supposed to check you were supposed to check if anyone had tipped us yet. So for
That's
our
right.
listeners, we don't know if you have. If you have, thanks. We can't figure things
But
out.
for the big 1-0, our
Don't-
10th anniversary.
If you're
and by 10th, that just
enjoying
means the 10th episode.
the 10th episode, like, subscribe, and maybe throw us a couple bucks.
Throw us a great tit. And by great tit, I mean great tip.
Great tip. Yeah, don't be gross.
Tipped us. Tittered.
Tittered.
Titter as you tip.
If you're tittering.
Titter while you tip.
If you're listening and tittering.
Tippering and tittering.
Yeah.
Give us the old tipper gore, will you?
Yeah, throw us the old, tipper. We have so much to talk about. Okay,
All
next
right.
week I want to do First Ladies. I want to do Christmas.
Oh
I want
my
to do
God,
White
First
House
Ladies,
decor. Have to talk about Nancy Reagan.
Yes. We also had we were playing while your phone was dead. We'll just end on this.
I think the Sudafed that I
While you're-
blew into my,
That you boofed?
yeah,
you boofed
that I
some
boofed
Suda.
is now
A Suda boof.
bringing me right at the end. I'm finishing strong.
Your phone was dead.
Matthew and Modine.
Morgan, Nathan, Matthew, and Moody.
You're such a better Glick than me, but I
Bless
do
the
love
Glicks.
Glick.
Glick is great.
Glick
Glick was
is
one of them.
Lord.
Glick is Lord.
And Antichrist
Wide
is...
King. When your phone was dead, we went to our lunch and we played a Trivial Pursuit, which made me think of one of the answers was Jackie O. So I'm just saying, First Ladies, next week.
Oh, there's been enough on Jackie, though. I don't have
No, I
anything to
don't.
say
I
on
mean,
her.
maybe we get to her, maybe we don't. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'd rather talk about Ted a little bit more.
Yeah.
The fact that Chappaquiddick, we barely even just touched
The
on
fact that
That's like
Chappaquiddick-
my favorite thing to talk about.
That's one of your favorite subjects. We'll get into it. All right.
Oh, man.
Well, dear, zip it now and
Zip it?
save it for the pod next week.
Zap it up.
Zip, zap, glick.